We're going to continue on in our Father's Word. This is Ezekiel 42, verse 15. Now remember, you got 5 full moons, Antichrist. Time of the locust, it tells you 5 full moons. Twice in Revelation 9, the time is reduced from a 7-year tribulation to a 3.5-year time plus times plus a half time. That's 3.5 years, 42 full moons. That, according to Mark 13, Jesus reduced the time for the elect's sake. Otherwise, no flesh would be saved, because Antichrist is that, and Satan is just that slick. Even the elect would be fooled. So then after 666, 5 full moons, then you got the real Jesus comes, the fake Jesus comes first. Then you got 777, the real Jesus comes, every knee will bow, every tongue confess, and that starts the millennium. And this is teaching us what the millennial temple, what the dimensions are, and what the millennial temple will look like. Now there'll be 1,000 years of teaching and preaching by the elect, and Jesus, the full Godhead, comes back for the final judgment. Jesus is the Passover lamb. He died on the cross for our sins. So at the great white throne judgment, our sins are passed over by God. Now here it is. We're going to continue on. This is Ezekiel 42, verse 15. Now when he had finished measuring the inner temple, he brought me out to the gateway that faces toward the east and measured it all around. He measured the east side with the measuring rod, 500 rods by the measuring rod all around. He measured the north side, 500 rods by the measuring rod all around. He measured the south side, 500 rods by the measuring rod. He came around to the west side and measured the 500 rods by the measuring rod. He measured it on all 4 sides. It had a wall all around, 500 cubits long, 500 cubits wide, to separate the holy areas from the common. And this is Ezekiel 43. Afterward, he brought me to the gate that faces toward the east. And behold, the glory of the God of Israel came from the way of the east. His voice was like the sound of many waters, and the earth shone with his glory. It was like the appearance of the vision which I saw, like the vision which I saw when I came to destroy the city. The visions were like the visions which I saw by the river Chebar. And I fell on my face, and the glory of the Lord came into the temple by way of the gate which faces toward the east. Now the river Chebar is the Euphrates River, spring-fed from mountains